This is the Avia 5000, the viral sneaker from Walmart, and this should be the viral sneaker. Look at this foam. If I told you this was a $160 power running shoe, it would almost be believable. It looks a lot like nitrofoam. It feels a lot like the Scony Power Run Plus, but
this is the Avia VC4200, a shoe that has completely flipped the script on what a budget shoe feels like.
If you look up spec sheets on this shoe or try to find information about it, it basically says a light foam, and it specifies that it's EVA. This is not EVA.
This is a legitimate expanded thermoplastic polyurethane, or TPU. Unlike traditional EVA, this supercritical foam is going to feel very lively underfoot. It's going to hold better in colder temperatures, and overall it's going to be very springy and very lively. On the road, the geometry tells the rest of the story. This isn't a modern flat-plated rocker. It features a traditional but steep 11mm hill drop sitting on top of a massive 2-inch stack height.
So what does that mean for your gait? Basically, that higher heel means it's taking off stress from your calves and your Achilles. Now, that's kind of a double-edged sword, because if you take off, if you're not working those the muscles of the calf muscles and the tendons there within, they can become weaker over time. So if you are struggling with that, these shoes can give you some immediate relief. If you're standing on your feet a lot for like 8 hours a day and you're having problems there, these shoes are going to definitely make you feel better. It's not going to like do anything to strengthen those muscles, so that's a totally separate issue. But when I was running in these, it definitely gave me a feeling of wanting to shift my momentum forward and keep my gait kind of forward. It was definitely nice on the heel.
The upper uses an engineered mesh with a slip-on booty design. It hugs the foot comfortably for walking, though the lockdown leaves a bit to be desired if you're trying to push aggressive cornering paces. Flip it over and you'll see they didn't skip on the outsole. This is a massive sheet of full coverage rubber that feels incredibly soft and grippy to the touch. I think the brand identity is clean enough. You've got these woven Avia branded pull tabs on both the tongue and the heel, making it a breeze to just pull the shoe on and walk out the door. Looking inside the shoe, you have this R-Charge insole, and it's not that thick. However, it is nicer than most provided insoles. You can see here that the stitching isn't half bad. The heel counter is surprisingly sturdy, and the ankle padding is pretty decent. The toe box is reinforced, but it is rather light. Now, if you're tracking budget sneaker trends, you've definitely seen the viral Avia 5000 all over TikTok. But where that 5000 relies on a classic, stiff and sturdy year 2000 EVA midsole to get that New Balance dad shoe aesthetic, the VC4200 completely abandons traditional EVA for that ultra bouncy mechanical TPU compound we talked about. So I took some time and got these bad boys on feet. I'll have a separate performance review where I take these things out for a run. Be sure to check that out.
So who is this shoe for? First of all, we'll say who it's not for. It's not going to replace your marathon carbon shoes. Not going to do that. And it's a bit heavy for like extreme tempo work. Additionally, if you are running in it a lot, I don't think this upper is necessarily the most containing. It's built more for comfort than it is for like race day containment. But if you are looking for an everyday sneaker with high, good for high volume walking and kind of an everyday fitness sneaker, or like a little bit of a cruiser, it's a really soft cruiser, but just an everyday fitness sneaker with some nice plush foam. This thing comes in at an unbelievable price tag of $40. This is a super sleeper hit, guys. $25. This shoe, $40. For an extra $15, you've got some excellent foam underfoot. Great shoe for nostalgia and everything, but it's a brick, man. This shoe feels fantastic. Let me know in the comments below if you've gotten a chance to try this on foot, or if you've picked up a pair. I think it is definitely a sleeper hit. Don't miss this one, guys. All right, that's going to do it for me today. Thanks for watching and subscribing and everything you've been doing. All right, later.